Good afternoon, guys. Today we're going to be leveling the sawmill. After we got it on skids, we managed to move it to the spot where we want it to stay for now, and now we need to level it. In order to level it the way we're going to do it, you need 2 blocks of the same thickness. These are 4-inch blocks. You're going to need some string, a line level, a tape measure, and a torpedo level. So let's get on this and we'll show you how it's done. Okay guys, the first thing we're going to do is we're going to take these blocks and we're going to set one on each end of the mill, on the bunks. Make sure that they're the same thickness. Okay, the next step is we want to take our string and we want to run it over the top of those 2 boards. I'm going to tie it to these boards at the end of my mill on the skids. I'm going to run it over the top of the boards and tie it to the other end. This will keep the string nice and tight and going right across the top of the boards. Eddie, you want to tie this end?
Okay, pull it tight.
Alright, now for the next step you're going to need your tape measure. And what you want to do is you want to measure from the bunk to the string. We're going to start by measuring this board here. It's exactly 4 inches. So we're going to measure from each bunk to the string and make sure that they're all 4 inches. Okay, so now over here at the bed, we're going to measure our block of wood, which we already know is 4 inches. So now on every bunk, we want that string to be at 4 inches. So that's at 4 inches, exactly. Now, a tip for you guys. Before you start doing this, you want to make sure that your feet are not all the way down because you need room to be able to adjust it up and down. Pro tip for you. Okay, now when you check a measurement here, you can also put your torpedo level on your bunk and you want to level it side to side. So I know this one is right at 4 inches, so now I just look at the level. It's almost level. So Eddie's side over there needs to come up just a hair. All right, that's good. Now that we've leveled it, we're going to recheck the measurement. Get the level out of the way. All right, 4 inches. That's perfect. Now we'll move down to the next one and do the same thing. You want to check them all and make sure they're all at your 4-inch mark or whatever the thickness of your board was. It doesn't matter if your board's 2 inches or 20 inches, as long as your measurement is the same on all bunks. Okay, this one's at 4 inches. So we throw the level on there. And again, Eddie's needs to come up. That's pretty close. Make sure we're still at 4 inches. We are. Okay, that one's good. And don't forget to tighten up your top nuts in order to hold it in position. Okay, that's perfect. We're at 4 inches and level. All right, guys, we're going to finish this up. We've got a couple more to go. I think you've seen it enough times that you understand it. Okay, so we finished going through there, making sure that it was 4 inches and level side to side. Now, the last piece of equipment that you have is your line level. Now, this isn't absolutely necessary because this mill could be going uphill or downhill, and the only thing it's going to change is how hard you have to push it. If you're pushing uphill, you know, it makes it a little bit more difficult, but your boards would still be flat and level because the bed itself is flat. But if you want to know how far off your mill is, you have the line level. So we're going to put this on here. Let it stop bouncing. And it looks like we're almost dead on level. As long as you're pretty close to level, I would leave it at that. Okay, so we've gone through, we've measured them all, we've leveled them side to side. Everything's great. The mill is nice and level, flat, and we're ready to go. Let's load up a log. Well, it's a new day because when we went to load up the log for milling, we realized that we didn't have any ramps now to get the log up onto the mill. So Eddie just spent the last day making some ramps. So this is what he made. So we're gonna set him up and see how he did. That's good. No, it ain't. It's in the groove between the wraps and the nail. There you go. Alright guys, well that's the best way we found to level the mill, or at least to get it flat. So I hope it helped somebody out. if you guys know of a better way, I'm willing to learn another way. For now, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.